My name is Ascanio Russo, and I am the Managing Director of PTML, Ports and Terminal Multiservices Limited. PTML provides a great service to Nigerian importers and exporters because of the efficiency we are deploying in the logistics chain, which implies reduction in the cost of importation of goods, which implies faster turnaround time of the cargo. As you may know, PTML is the only terminal in Nigeria with its own dedicated customs command. You know, there is Apapa, there is Tinkan Island, and then there is PTML. And that was specifically done because since the origin of this port, it was conceived to be a model port. So in our terminal, we have our own customs command, we have dedicated port facility, we have dedicated barging services, we have a dedicated off-dock bonded terminal which serves both PTML and Apapa importers and exporters. And in addition to that, we have greatly invested in the digitalization of our services to the extent that you don't really need to physically interact with us because everything is done online. We don't collect any cash, we don't collect any check, we don't collect even payment on card. Everything is done digitally. And over the years, we have invested a lot in this digital solution as we have invested in the training of our workforce. So we are very proud to have a committed, dedicated, and very professional staff, which has really helped us to grow even more. And specifically for the investment which was financed by BOI, just to operate this machinery which was bought with the money provided by Bank of Industry, we have sent a number of our staff for training in Europe for over 3 months. So of course this has greatly enhanced the technical capabilities of our staff. And this very staff which was sent there has eventually come back to Nigeria and has shared their expertise with their colleagues, so further improving and enhancing their capabilities.
So we are here on berth 11 and we can see, BOI financing at work. This crane which you see in front of me is a Liber mobile harbor crane, which was acquired with the financing of BOI. It's the largest mobile harbor crane operating in Lagos at the moment. And as you can see now, we are discharging a container barge. So this, of course, was not possible before the support of BOI. And this greatly facilitate our operation.
Bank of Industry has had a very positive impact on our company. When we first approached the BOI, we wanted really to continue to invest in infrastructure and equipment. We were faced with the challenge of upgrading our infrastructure. And that was when we approached BOI for their support so we could get the financing to get the necessary equipment and infrastructure upgrade, which was key to enable us to receive this new generation of ships. So in 2023, we approached BOI. Of course, we presented our case. And eventually we were granted this facility, which was key in enabling us in further investing in equipment and infrastructure. And after the intervention of BOI, we were able to acquire some critical equipment which was necessary to operate these very large ships. And we were also able to invest further in upgrading our infrastructure. So this investment resulted in an enhanced capability of the terminal, which enabled us to receive these very big ships. These big ships operate with large economies of scale and they're bringing additional cargo at reduced cost because of their size. So since the deployment of the capital which was provided by BOI, we have continued our employment strategy, and I would say that we have employed conservatively additional 200 staff, just as a result of these additional investment. Our market is the world, really. We operate a port terminal, which by definition is an entity, an industry which is exposed to the international trade. And we are specifically a multi-purpose port. So we don't do just one type of cargo. As you may know, in the industry there are container terminals which are dedicated only to handling boxes, and there are vehicles terminal or ro-ro terminal which are only doing cars, or general cargo terminal which work with conventional vessels. Our terminal handle them all. So any client interacting with us has the possibility to import or export both containers and vehicles, which include cars, trucks, and also general cargo. We must acknowledge that our success would have been impossible without the support of the federal government, of the Nigerian Port Authority, and of institutions like BOI, which have really supported us financially to enable us to grow in our industry. And of course, we will continue to rely on the support of all the authorities which we have been working with, because our industry is not a static industry, it is growing. As Nigeria grows, we are growing as well, and we don't want to be left behind. We have been in Nigeria, Grimaldi has been in Nigeria for over 50 years. This terminal has been in existence for over 20 years, and me myself, I'm holding a Nigerian passport besides my Italian passport. So we strongly believe in this country, and we are looking for the next, not the next 20 years, we're looking for the next 200 years. And so we want to continue to invest. We strongly believe in the future of this country, and as a result of that, we'll definitely go back to BOI for further support in our new initiative to expand and continue to grow. Sustainability has been one of the pillars of our company from day one. And of course, we are operating in compliance with best international practice and in line with the Nigerian environmental laws. But besides that, besides the usual rhetoric of sustainability, PTML has really invested from day one in solutions which have really had a huge impact on the environment and on the sustainability. PTML was the first port operator which had invested, which had the vision to invest in multimodalism, which means using the waterways to deliver and receive cargo in the port. But when we started, I would say 15 years ago, using barges, that was really like a huge innovation. And we have moved hundreds of thousands of units of cargo, vehicles, trucks, containers, using barges, using the waterways. PTML is highly supported by both Nigerian importers and exporters, especially the exporters, because they know that when their cargo is delivered through the barges, they can be sure that it will arrive to the port. There will be no contamination, using also the very safe and environmentally friendly waterways. From day one, we really invested a huge amount of money to develop an infrastructure which was at that time state of the art, and 20 years later, I would say, is still a premium infrastructure. So we were really able to design the building, the facilities, the infrastructure according to the best international standard.